share the stage with such distinguished gentlemen on the dais. And to answer the question, I'd like to say with the shairi actually, वो खुद ही जान जाते हैं बुलंदी आसमानों की, तालीम नहीं दी जाती परिंदों को उड़ानों की. So I think it's a fantastic question. I think I was initially quite shaken to know that we are burning so much money, but that's very true. That's the ground reality. I think coming to our industry, which is filled with media, glamour, it's a simple thing. Out of sight, out of mind. So therefore, it's always we need to be in the media. We need to be on page 3 or we need to be on TV. It's a pressure which is always there. And coming to my experience, seeing, the evaluation, I'm sure most of them agree here, to the evaluation being from a 20,000 odd crore to falling about 6,000 or 8,000 crore for a Flipkart. Again, there we see, this whole startup bubble coming. What is real and are you making money? Business being profit and loss. Is it profit, is it loss or only loss? I think there's a whole stigma attached to the startup industry. Myself as a startup entrepreneur, 2 years back I started this company called Cincinnati International. We entail PR, media and event management. To me, as an artist, as an anchor compeer, it's a service I offer and I paid accordingly, which is quite cushy after building a brand. But when I start up, that's when it begins. I need to pay off the rent for the office, my employees, everything else attached. So therefore, it is something which is number crunching. We are burning money, but we are on a safer side because we are offering services. There are no products involved here. But coming to our industry particularly, we really need to have an attitude of an eagle. Because our industry is the most recession hit. Anytime there is a loss or the MNCs aren't doing well, we face it. Most of the companies are starting to have event management companies themselves. A lot of other companies are doing it much with their own vendors, their own people. So there, again, to sustain, to consistently perform or show the numbers is quite difficult. There's this beautiful saying of Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the late President of India, who once said, during rains, birds stop flying and find shelter. Eagles fly above the clouds. Problems are common. Attitude makes the difference. So therefore, I think we as entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs, we really need to have the attitude of an eagle. Strive. Another gentleman who said passion. I think it's passion that keeps us going. We need to be passionate about what we are doing and accordingly thread our way forward. And especially Nizam bhai, I think, thank you for the question. I think it is very, very apt coming to the scenario here. And very honored to share the stage with someone who's been a mentor. Mansoor bhai, really, hats off to all your efforts. You've been putting in 23,000 people today can't handle 5 kids at a time. Handling so many kids, being a visionary, being a father to them, a figure. I think it's really hats off, and I'd like to thank this opportunity. Nakir bhai, thank you. Another person who's been treading the Reliance School forward, Mr. Nakir Syed. I'd like to heartily thank you for bringing me here and making this happen. Another person, Sajjad bhai, such a pleasure to see all of you, and I'd like to see, probably hear more from the gentleman on the dais. Successful, we forget to live life, whereas holistic development is a successful life. Jim Carrey, a very famous American actor, he once said, I really wish that all of us become rich and famous, and they know it's not the answer. It's not the answer to be success. Well, I'd say if there are any budding young entrepreneurs here, if you really have